1.8 million Pakistanis woke up this year on a fault line they didn't create. On one side, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan's lender of last resort. On the other, the UAE, a country that is rapidly replacing 20th century labor with 21st century silicon. Pakistan didn't start this rivalry, and Pakistan doesn't have anything to do with that between Riyadh and Abu Dhabi. But Pakistan is the one caught in the crossfire. Thank you for sparing some time for watching this video. I'm Naeem Sidhu. In today's analysis, I'm going to show you the real reason that 50-year Saudi-UAE alliance shattered on May 1st, 2026. I'm referring to the OPEC exit, and why it's an economic war, not just a brotherly spat. The visa freeze, number 2 point. What's the reality behind it? The brutal arithmetic of why Pakistan workforce is becoming redundant in the new Gulf economy. And finally, the double track strategy. I'll explain the one unique asset Pakistan still holds, a specific diplomatic masterstroke that could turn this crisis into Pakistan's greatest strategic leverage. If you want to understand how Pakistan can move from being a bystander to an indispensable player, stay with me until the final moments of this video. It will be very brief. Let's look at the cold realities. And let's discuss the billion-dollar breakup. For decades, the Gulf had a simple hierarchy. Saudi Arabia was the big brother, and the UAE was the supportive partner. That era ended when the UAE walked out of OPEC. I'll reveal the biggest reason why the UAE left OPEC. It was because of the difference of future vision of the UAE and other partners. Saudi Arabia, under MBS, needs high oil prices, at least $90 a barrel, to fund their Vision 2030 and mega projects like Neom City. You know, Neom City. The UAE has a different clock. They need maximum money by selling maximum oil without any quota or without any opaque rules. They have invested, $150 billion to pump more oil now, even if the price is lower. They are cashing out of the oil age to buy into the artificial intelligence age. This divergence has turned into an open rivalry from the ports of Yemen to the battlefields of Sudan. Riyadh wants to lead the Arab bloc, but Abu Dhabi has decided to become a sovereign tech power that answers to no one. And Pakistan is caught directly in the middle of this restructuring of power in the Gulf. Moving a little further, why can't Pakistan just remain neutral in this political and economic rift between Riyadh and Abu Dhabi? The answer is the golden chain of debt. Riyadh is Pakistan's lender of last resort. Pakistan is tied to the Saudi orbit by a $5 billion lifeline. But in this Cold War, neutrality is often seen as a lack of alignment. So, as this friction between MBS of Saudi Arabia and MBZ of UAE, it grows. Abu Dhabi sees Pakistan as Saudi first policy, as a signal that Pakistan has chosen a side. This is why Pakistan is feeling the cold shoulder, the tightening of diplomatic channels and the visa rejection rates, going to 70 to 80%. They are not just policy, they are actually messages. Pakistan is stuck in a sibling rivalry where being loyal to one brother makes you a problem for the other. Now let's talk about the other dimension, Pakistan's compulsion, the 1.8 million crisis. This is the number. that should keep Islamabad awake at night. 1.8 million. This is how many Pakistanis live in the UAE, sending home $5 billion every year. It's not a joke. But the UAE's 2031 vision is swapping oil for silicon. They need AI architects and semiconductor engineers. India saw this coming and aligned its elite technical institutions like IITs with the UAE future. Meanwhile, Pakistan's workforce is still concentrated in the construction and service sector of the decades of 1990s. The visa freeze isn't just about security. It's about redundancy. The UAE is automating all those jobs Pakistanis used to do. If Pakistan doesn't upgrade from muscle power to processing power, the result would be visa crisis and a total exit from the UAE economy. Now, moving little forward, I'll talk about the double track masterstroke I hinted in the beginning. And let's see how can Pakistan stop being a victim of this widening gulf, a gulf in the Gulf. Is there any remedy? Yes, there is one. I'll explain. It must deploy a double track strategy that shifts its identity from a dependent to a mediator. Track 1, diplomatic mediation. Pakistan holds one asset that neither the Saudis nor the Emirates have. And what's that? Proven neutral credibility. Look at the history. When the US and Iran needed a back channel to avoid a total regional blow-up, they didn't go to Europe. They came to Islamabad. This is the neutral bridge I'm referring. Instead of just waiting, Pakistan must position itself as the only power capable of lowering the temperature between Riyadh and Abu Dhabi. A GCC that collapses serves no one. By mediating this new Cold War, Pakistan can make itself indispensable. Now let's see what's track 2. This is tech reconciliation. But diplomacy alone isn't enough. Pakistan must stop asking for charity and start offering capability. Islamabad needs an emergency pivot in education mapped directly to the UAE's 2031 vision. The UAE should be told, you provide the capital, we'll provide you the AI talent. By mediating the peace and providing the labor of the future, Pakistan transforms from a bystander into a strategic power. The gulf in the Gulf, dear friends, it's widening, but a bridge can still be built. It is time for Pakistan to stop reacting and start leading. 1.8 million livelihoods are waiting for a strategy. Now I'm asking you, do you think Pakistan has the capability to adopt the suggested double track diplomacy, or it has already chosen a side? Do you think the people who are running Pakistan at the helm of affairs, and a majority of them who have parked their ill-gotten wealth and properties worth billions in Dubai, can stand gracefully before the oily Arabs? In my next video, I'll analyze how can Pakistan, by mediating between the UAE and Saudi Arabia and by honoring the UAE leadership, leverage the office of MBZ to Mohammed bin Zayed to resolve its issues with India. If Pakistan really wants, let me know your assessment in the comments. I read every one of them. If you find this analysis objective, subscribe and give your opinion, like and share. Thank you.